Okay, so Maisto Rock Crawler Extreme. Actually, it's already been gutted. I wanted to do this from the get-go, but you know, opened it up and had to play with it right off the bat. Then got to doing mods and didn't take any video when I wish I did. But anyways, so this is what I've done so far and the lessons that I've learned. First, when I got it, I decided to check out how much travel it had and, you know, go from there. And what I found out, that is that there's a lot of locking points on the suspension, that if you take a Dremel and ream them a little bit, it frees them up quite a bit. Not much slop if you do it correctly. I'm not going to show you how to do it in this video because I don't have another extreme body. I will within a day or two and possibly show you on that. Played with it for the first day or two with just like it was, just factory. Then found a local hobby shop and went to it. And the original tire, you guys know this tire, do the slit cuts and all that good stuff, and yeah, it's fun. Not much clearance. I happen to have a actual Jeep 4-wheel drive crawler that I play with, and Hollister and whatnot, and I happen to know that if you can get away with larger tires, that will give you the clearance quite a bit. So I went to my local hobby shop and found these bad boys. These are 1/8 scale actual, if I can get it in the video, Super Swamper brand boggers. And as you can see, they collapse really well. You don't have to do any slits. I don't recommend it since I paid $60 for 4 tires. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I also did the 9.6 volt upgrade. It sits perfectly in the bottom, and I haven't had any problems until I did something that I shouldn't have. And one thing I do recommend in fact I'll just go over that right now, when you wire it in, make sure you use opposing connectors. That way you don't accidentally, like I did, having a dumb moment, cross connect your wires when you can barely see them. That ends in resulting in frying this resistor, which is located right there in that blank spot, if you can barely see it. But that's okay. I have another resistor I'm going to put in. I happen to know how to put this in correctly and without any issue. The other thing I decided to do is go out and, oh wait, hold on, let's go back to this. Before I move on to what else I did, I was going to, this is a mistake that I made, and this is due to not being familiar with today's electronics. I'm used to 80s, early 90s model servo on, 2-wire servo, power, power in, or positive power, negative power, and, right and left. Well, I happened to, watch one of these videos, and these guys are just putting in, they're doing a video on an upgrade, but they don't show you the complete what you need to do and everything. And I was ignorant and excited and went out and bought a servo, 3-wire servo, grinded out my transmission to fit it. Well, come to find out that you need, programming capabilities and something to connect it to, because on this particular one there is no hobby grade connector control unit for it. It does have a sensor, but it's not like, it's not super advanced. Anyways, so I ended up actually, and I'm not going to take it apart, and I wish I could, but it took a lot for me. As you can see, I got 2 big ass screws in the top and super glue. Do not grind that out and put a servo unless you are a capable electronics circuit board guy or girl. Leave the stock steering. When there's a video out there where the guy puts a spacer on the factory teardrop, you know, for the steering arm, and that does well. And not only that, when you do the 9.6 volt battery, it's much more responsive than it is with just the AA batteries. Not only that, I went with a 9.6 2000 milliamp battery. Runs forever, doesn't lose power. It's awesome. Leave the motors, leave the transmission alone, unless, like I said, you can know how to set up a servo and wire it in correctly. I also, so moving on from that, I went out and bought the full function radio control RC Jeep. It's not on here, but it essentially was the 4-door Jeep Wrangler. I took it apart, painted it red to match my Jeep. Yeah, I'm doing a few things, putting LED lights on it and so on and so forth. It actually, I'm not sure how to scale it correctly, but it actually comes out to being much larger than the 14th scale that it is said that it is from when you get it. You don't have to go with these Swamper tires, but you know they are one. I'm not gonna lie, they're wonderful. Yeah, you know, maybe sometime soon I'll get a video of you know, upgraded motors and maybe hobby grade circuit boards and whatnot, but I'm still doing a little research myself. I will be making a couple other videos on just mods that I'm doing. Yeah, until next time, enjoy.